No Trump in 2024. Our great country has to be able to do better than a President Biden versus Donald Trump rematch in 2024, Grumpy Old Men, the 2024 sequel, Michael Goodwin, July 17. As a Republican, I am just fine with the Democrats nominating Biden, as that is shaping up to be an easy GOP victory. But the GOP must move on from Trump, as the only way Republicans lose in 2024 is if they nominate him again. The Republican Party has such a strong bench of possible candidates, and it would be a shame to waste that talent. And if a big negative regarding Biden is his age, why would the GOP nominate someone who will be 78 years old come election time? As we already know, Trump is all about Trump. The party should not support him. Matthew Viola. Riverdale, New Jersey. Sri Lanka's trials. I take issue with Rich Lowry's opinion, Green's misery agenda, post opinion, July 20th. It is not true, as he says, that Sri Lanka is in economic shambles due to its green energy policies. Sri Lanka is a failed state from its brutal, long and futile genocidal civil war. Sri Lanka also suffered an economic setback from the tsunami of December 2004. Most importantly, as the people of Sri Lanka will testify, their country has been under one family's rule and beset by that family's blatant corruption as well as its adverse economic policies. Environmentalists are the least of the reasons for Sri Lanka's economic debacle. To be a conservative, one does not have to be a man-made climate change denier. Climate change is not a political problem. As the heat waves and floods of Europe and across the globe show, it is already a clear and present existential threat. Usha Nellore. Bel Air, Maryland. Kid Freedom. Lenore Skenazy's article about allowing kids more freedoms at a younger age, like the Stranger Things crew, completely missed the mark. Let them go. Postscript, July 17. Times really have changed. People today drive like maniacs, with little regard for anyone other than themselves. And now a schoolyard brawl ends up as a knife fight or a shooting match with unintended targets. While I disagree with the social media platforms that have allowed the tracking of children, to the dismay of the kids and sanity of the parents, it has become a necessary evil. Skenazy needs to realize this isn't the good old 80s anymore. Linda Calabrese. Brooklyn. Landlord Law Hell. As a practicing landlord/tenant attorney in Elmira, I can relate to Joseph Strasberg's concerns. Courting disaster, post opinion, July 19. Here in upstate, we have many landlords who have between 2 and 12 units spread over several different neighborhoods. Because of the IRAP law, many of these landlords are nearly bankrupt. The typical non-paying tenant has the money to pay rent but uses it for other purposes because IRAP filings allow them to remain without paying. Then there are the serial filers. Tenants who have not paid rent in the last 28 months receive 15 months of IRAP, the maximum, then fail to pay for the months thereafter and then file for IRAP again when the landlord brings a non-payment proceeding. The landlord is caught in a political meat grinder with no cash flow. Trapped by these laws, many of these landlords are selling their properties. They are not great realty moguls. They are mom-and-pop businesses that relied on the income from these properties for their retirement. No wonder people are leaving the state in droves. Christopher Denton. Elmira. Want to weigh in on today's stories? Send your thoughts, along with your full name and city of residence, to letters@nypost.com. Letters are subject to editing for clarity, length, accuracy and style.